Hi, my name is Amber Kalovi. I am a Sapphire here with LifePharm, and I'm going to go over today what you get paid at each rank up to Premier. And the reason we want to try to get to Premier as fast as possible, how much you have to spend in order to unlock the commissions available to you at each rank. And so I've created some graphics to visually depict this to make it easier for you to understand. And so I'm going to just go through this together so that we can understand. So to get into your back office, you go to mylifefarm.com, put in your username and your password that you created when you enrolled. And from there, you're going to see on the main dashboard, you're going to see the different ranks. And when you click on each one, it's going to tell you what is required for that rank and then what you earn at that rank. And so we're just going to cover associate to premier in this video today. This is new IBO to bringing in your first 10 builders, your first 10 IBOs, and what is required for you to spend in order to unlock those commissions. And so it's really, really super simple. It's made doable for us. You don't have to come in and spend 100 TV in order to get your commissions right away. You actually don't have to do that until you get up to bronze, the first official rank. So there are I call them builder identification, which would be associate, builder, leader, and premier, and then ranks, which is bronze, silver, ruby, sapphire, all those above there. And so we're just going to get you through your first 10 enrollments and share kind of some strategy and what you spend and how much you get paid. So for associate, that is 50 in your group volume. You personally bring in two IBOs. So when you've brought in your first two builders, your first two IBOs, you spend 25 CV that month, which is so easy to do. And then you have your first two people that are going to go your left and your right leg to start growing your business. But strategically, I recommend your first two IBOs you bring in be the first two people that you really want to run this business with, and you know they're going to do very well because there are certain bonuses paid out to you from your first two IBOs that make it strategic for you to bring in two powerful builders right away. And then you teach them to do the same. So for associate, you spend 25 CV. This means you've brought in two IBOs. So you start out as an IBO, then you bring in your first two. Now you are associate. For builder, this is when you've brought in your third IBO, still just spending 25 CV to get commissions on everything that is available to you as a builder. To hit leader, this is you bringing in six IBOs. Still, you're just spending 25 CV, which is really simple. It's like $30, which I love a lot because a lot of companies you have to spend 100 a month no matter what. Amen. This one is built so that you can gradually grow your business and make it doable for you financially to do so. And then Premier, this is everyone's first goal. Try to get to Premier as fast as you can because then, and I'm going to go into this with the next graphic, this is where you unlock the most commissions available to you as deep as possible with Premier. So this is bringing in 10 IBOs. And then as Premier, you're spending 50 CV to unlock all those commissions. So on this graphic, I have 10 circles here for you to put the initials of your builders that you bring in so you can keep track. I have the first two highlighted because this is your first two builders, your first two powerful people. You want to bring them in and then fill it all the way out to 10. The goal is to get to 10 to get to Premier. Okay, so these are the different ways we get paid from builder, from associate to premier. So everyone gets paid retail bonus, and what that means is you're enrolling somebody who wants to pay retail for their product. They're not really interested in doing the business. You make the difference. So if they're spending $229 on Revive, the wholesale price is 172, so you earn $57 right away from that retail customer. So every time that retail customer comes in, you always get paid the difference, and this is paid daily. So this shows up in your e-wallet same day. The fast start bonus, this is when you receive 15% of the CV on the initial order, so the first order of your customer. So you also get paid 15% of the CV of that Revive you sold. But also, if you bring in an IBO, you get paid 15% of that CV as a fast start bonus on your IBOs. And so, say you enroll somebody with the Cell Energy Foot Charge, the CV is 260 CV, you get paid $39 in your e-wallet same day. So you get fast start on your retail customers as well as your builders that you bring in. So the break even bonus, this is after their initial order. You receive 10% of the CV from all orders. This is after the first one on your IBO and your customers that you personally bring in. And so in this example, I have Amy, Barb, and Bree spending 100, 300, and 300 CV. You'll earn $70. So 10% of that CV is paid daily in your break even bonus. And so down here we get into the matrix bonus. So this is available for associate, builder, leader, and premier. And you're going to see, let's zoom in on this. You're going to see that as you bring in more IBOs and as you rank up, you're going to earn deeper into your tree and you earn, so for associate, you earn 5 levels deep in your matrix tree. So there's two trees we talk about. We have your genealogy tree, which is I bring in someone, they bring in someone. It's all within my personally brought in downline. And so, say I brought in 10 people, I'm premier, and they brought in their people and they brought in more. So, this all falls within my generation tree, and this is as wide as I bring in people. Then there's a matrix tree, which is a two-leg kind of binary tree. And so this is a matrix bonus. And so you bring your first two builder, they're the top of your two legs, and then they start bringing people in and they start bringing people in. And so maybe you have some spillover from your upline, all falls in your matrix tree. And so you can see the difference between associate and premier, how deep into that tree you earn. And so at associate, this is just bringing in two IBOs. This is just 50 in group volume. You earn 5 levels deep. But if you go all the way up to Premier, you bring in your 10 IBOs, you can earn all the way down 10 levels deep. So this is why you want to try to get to Premier as fast as possible, because if your matrix is growing and you're stuck at Builder, you're missing out on 4 levels of commissions that you could earn, if that makes sense. Okay, so the matrix match bonus. Okay, so the matrix, let's go over this. So this is how deep you earn in the matrix tree. This is a tree that follows the lineage of those that you bring in. That's pretty self-explanatory. So we have the matrix match bonus. So this is you receive an additional bonus on your first two personally enrolled IBO's matrix earnings. So the first two people you bring in, I say you want them to be your big runners, your big builders. When they get paid a matrix bonus, which is what we covered over here, you get paid an additional bonus on what they got. So you receive an additional bonus on your first two personally enrolled IBO's matrix bonus. So I bring in Sam, I bring in Joe. This is, they got paid 100 on their matrix bonus, Sam did, and Joe got paid 100 on his matrix bonus. As an associate, I'll get paid $15 for each of those. But if I rank up to Premier, I'm going to unlock more, 5% more in my earnings. And so you're going to see you want to get to Premier as fast as possible because it's unlocking so much more in the commissions available to you. So if you're stuck at associate and Sam and Joe are just going like crazy and they're earning a big matrix bonus, you're going to miss out on some commissions if you're not getting up to Premier. So that is the matrix bonus. So now down here we have the coded bonus. It pays you a percentage of the CV from every IBO coded to you. You or fall within your generation tree from your third IBO and beyond. So this is coded to you, meaning assigned to you, if that makes sense. And so the matrix bonus up there, the matrix match, you see this is a bonus you get paid on your first two people, right? The coded bonus is your third IBO and beyond. You start getting coded bonuses for. So you get paid a percentage from every IBO coded to you from your third enrollment on. And this one, you're going to see associate isn't included in the coded bonus. So you want to get to builder to at least unlock the coded bonus. So at builder, you'll get paid 2%. But if you get up to premier, you're going to see that's going to really bump that up. You're going to get 10%. Okay, so starting from your third IBO and beyond, so builder, so Sam and Joe, those are my first two. This is the one that I'm getting paid the matrix match bonus on. That's the bonus for those first two. And anybody after that, this is where you start getting a coded bonus. And so Amy, 100 CV, because I'm a builder, I get $2 on her because that's 2%. But if I get to Premier, if I've brought in my 10 IBOs, that's going to bump that up $8 more. And these are just like, these are low numbers. But I wanted to make it sure, I wanted to show you this is very, very doable, but there is a big difference between being a builder and being a premier as far as how much you get paid. Leader, you get paid 6%. So, and it goes for every IBO you bring in infinitely wide and infinitely deep that are coded to you. So you can see big difference between builder and premier. And the main point of this video I want to share with you is you may not understand the compensation plan. It may be very overwhelming and consuming, but I've dissected it. I love understanding compensation plans. I love strategy and maximizing the comp plan. So take my strategy, enroll 10 people, 10 IBOs as soon as you can, and make sure the first two you bring in are going to be your big runners, okay? But it's not a big deal if you don't because you get paid different bonuses for different builders, but this is my strategy. So the coded match bonus, this is you earn a coded match bonus when IBO's in your generation tree. Remember, generation tree is the people I bring in, the people that they bring in, all within my lineage, my genealogy, my personal family, if you will. Not any spillovers, nothing like that. So I bring in someone, they bring in someone, my genealogy tree, okay? So you earn a coded match bonus when your IBOs in your generation tree unlock their coded bonus. So when they unlock this coded bonus, my personal IBOs from 3 and beyond, when they get their coded bonus, I'll get a match on what they get paid. You get a match on what they get paid as far as like the CV. So they are paid on 100 CV, you get paid a percentage of that. And so down here, we're going to show you builder, you get paid 2 generations down. So Gen 1, Gen 2, this is how much their CV was that they got paid on for their coded bonus. I get paid 2 levels down on the CV of what they got paid. So at Builder, you can see the difference between Builder and Premier here. Very, very, very big difference. So Builder, you get paid 2 generations. Premier, you'll get paid 5 generations. And so your first generation, you'll get paid 15% of the CV they get paid on. Your second generation, you'll get paid 10%, and then all the way up to 5. So you get paid on generation 1, you get 15%. On generation 2, you also get 10%. On generation 3, you get 10% for that. Generation 4, you get paid 10%, and then at generation 5, you get an additional. So these all add up. You don't just, at Premier, you're only getting 5% on all 5 generations. Each generation, you get paid a different percentage. So the whole point of this video is to share the strategy of, and also for Premier, you guys remember, you're only spending 50 CV. Only spending 50 CV. And so I'll share these graphics in here. But I wanted to share with you, this is, and there are other bonuses, but this is just from when you come in as an IBO all the way to Premier, your first 10 builders that you bring in. And we'll do another video later for ranks from bronze and beyond, because then we start unlocking builder bonuses, car bonuses, lots of other bonuses available at those. But when you're just starting, your first goal is to get to Premier as fast as you can, to unlock all bonuses available to you, and to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money every month. When you come in, say you get the Cellergy foot charge, you're already good for 30 days. Your CV resets every 30 calendar days. And so you come in with your Cellergy foot charge, find your enrollment link, start sharing. You don't have to spend anything more, and you're already qualified to earn commissions on people you bring in. The goal and the strategy here is to bring in 10 builders as soon as you can. Try to do that within your first 30 days so you don't have to spend another order. But you should. The purpose of requiring us to purchase products in order to qualify for commissions is they don't want someone here just sharing something without having a personal testimony. You want to be a product of the product, really, and share from a place of love. You love what you use and you love people, and people can feel that. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.